How many of you would like to be confident? What stops you from being confident?
Nothing.
There is something that stops. अगर आप कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाएंगे ना, एक्चुअली आप बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो सकते हैं, लेकिन उस सक्सेस के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको पानी में उतरना पड़ेगा. जैसे
You have to come out of comfort zone.
Okay, so most of us prefer to be in our comfort zones. पढ़ाई करने अच्छे मार्क्स ला रहे यार, लेकिन सुबह 6 बजे उठना पड़ता है, बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. अरे यार बिजनेस तो करना है, अगर महीने में अगर 10 लाख मिल जाए तो कितना अच्छा होगा. लेकिन उसके लिए आपको बिजनेस में एंटर होना पड़ेगा, वो रिस्क लेना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू स्टैंड द रिस्क के शायद कल मेरे घर सर के ऊपर कुछ नहीं भी रहेगा. You have to take that risk. The question is, how many of us are ready to take that risk?
Marriage is the biggest risk.
Could be. Very true. For you, maybe. No. You can't. I can't speak for other people. For you and me, I would agree. I can't speak for other people. Okay. So in a sense, yes, we marry, but in a sense, अरे आप करो क्या इससे करो. See how much scrutiny. कैसे दिखती है, कैसे चलती है, उसके हेयर स्टाइल कैसा है, तो उसके वो कैसी हो सकती है. हाउ मच वी आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड आउट अबाउट द अदर पर्सन. उससे वो भी कम पड़ गया. चाचा से मामा से, वो वहां पर काम करते यहाँ पर है, जब उसके बारे में कुछ जानकारी निकालेगा वो भी कम पड़ जाता है. तो ग्रह कार्य हम उसके कुंडली बनाते हैं, उसके जरिए हम देखने की कोशिश करते हैं कुंडली मिलती है क्या. व्हाट आर वी ट्राइंग टू डू? सॉरी, या क्यों? क्योंकि अरे बाप रे कल ये गड़बड़ हो गई. ओके, रिड्यूसिंग द चांसेस ऑफ फेलियर्स. क्योंकि अरे खाना तो बना लेकिन सर्व पका लेंगे, उसका क्या हो जाएगा. ओके, सो इन अ वे वी आर ट्राइंग टू रिड्यूस अवर ओन रिस्क. ओके, सेम वुड गो फॉर द फीमेल्स ऑल्सो. इन द सेंस वी आर ऑन द सेम बोट. या फॉर मैरिज, या उनके लिए ज्यादा रिस्क रहता है ऑब्वियसली. व्हाट आई एग्री. या एटलीस्ट हमारा रिस्क कम रहते हैं, अपने घर में रहते हैं ना. अपने घर में तो हर एक शेयर रहता है. ओके, या somebody wanted to ask something? Yeah.
How should I overcome my laziness?
You tell me, what is stopping you from being lazy? Yeah. What will happen if you get up? Okay. Are you, first of all, in a sense, therefore you need to ask your goals also. You need to check your goals also. Are you really motivated about your studies?
Yeah, but only one thing is that I can't wake up early.
Yeah. See,
wake up early and wake up, I can't take sleep in a limited fashion.
बराबर.
I endlessly sleep.
Okay. Suppose कल सुबह तुम्हारे स्कूल की, your which college?
I'm not in college. I'm repeating. I'm preparing for IIT.
Okay. You are preparing for IIT. Now suppose you don't have an exam coming in the next few months as such. Suppose. I know there is an exam coming, but I'm saying suppose for the next few months you don't have an exam, and this Saturday Sunday your friends call up and say, "अरे यार कल सुबह उठकर हम लोग चलो घूमने लोनावाला जाते हैं मस्त कभी." What will happen?
I wake up at night.
You will wake up. So it's not a question of waking up. The thing is basically the motivation. Okay. So again, see, that is what I'm saying. Initially हमें लगता है कि okay, the problem is or the conflict is between ज्ञान चक्र and स्वादिष्टान चक्र. Superficially ऐसे दिखेगा, लेकिन डिटेल में जाने का पता चलेगा कि कहीं ना कहीं और भी कुछ डीप एस्पेक्ट्स हो सकते हैं. So right now, first of all, you have to find out in a sense, why are you lacking in motivation? There could be some other anxiety also, which could actually be stopping you. Sometimes the anxiety कह रहे हो आपने. I'm not saying it is applicable for you. Many times I've seen, for example, one child, he was in the 9th standard, he was not faring well in the exam, and in the end we found out क्या होता है, मम्मी आती है ना, मुझे पढ़ाई करने को दिल नहीं करता, मुझे पढ़ाई करनी ही नहीं. Now this came the end of the session. So till that time, what is he saying कि मैं पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ लेकिन दिमाग में कुछ नहीं जाता है. But in the end, what came up was that basically there was a conflict between the child and the mother about something, and the child felt like I don't want to study only. जाओ तुम मेरे पीछे पड़े तो पढ़ाई करने के लिए मैं पढ़ाई करूंगा ही. So I was sort of in a sense rejecting that power or authority. Manipur में आ गया हुआ अचानक. Okay, so superficially we can just talk about it. Okay, there's a lack of motivation. But again, you need to find out why are you not that motivated about studying. For example, as you mentioned earlier, you said that I cannot get up early. And then, with my next question, you found out that you can get up early if you are really motivated about something. Okay? So now you find out basically what is stopping you from being motivated about studies. Is there any anxiety? Is there anything else? Sometimes anxiety के कारण ही हो सकता है, अरे बाप रे, मैं फेल हो गया तो क्या हो जाएगा ऐसा वैसा. And sometimes we come up with excuse के अरे यार पढ़ाई ज़्यादा कम हो जाएगी ना. Again, I'm not saying this is about you. Okay, so don't take it personally. I'm just saying out that there are so many reasons. It would be impossible for me to come to the exact reason in this session as such. But the purpose why I'm telling you that is that could be these reasons also. Okay. Okay. So in a sense, basically, it is not only about the knowledge and the awareness. It's basically about the comfort zone that we need to work upon. So, for example, if you look at knowledge just remains like a pot hung up over there. कुछ फायदा नहीं होता. हमारी जो आग रहती है यहाँ पर मैं पढ़ाई करता हूँ ना.
बीबल की खिचड़ी.
क्या बीबल की खिचड़ी ऐसे पकती है. फायदा कुछ नहीं होता है. ओके, मैं बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ ना, मैं ये कर रहा हूँ ना. हमारे सब एफर्ट्स ऐसे होते, दूर से कुछ होते रहते, यहाँ पर कुछ पहुंचता नहीं है. The question is, are we really ready to go through the heat? Actually through the heat. And in yoga we call it basically a stopper. Now again I'm saying that in the sense it's not that you are stopping yourself. There is something that is stopping you from entering that. Superficially we can just talk about it कि okay वैसा ऐसा हो सकता है. But you need to go through a proper, you need to talk to somebody. इसीलिए पहले के ज़माने में जो गुरुकुल की जो प्रथा होती थी कि knowledge, it's not a theoretical knowledge. It has to be properly trained. And being in touch with the student over there, because गुरुकुल में जो ऋषि वगैरह जो गुरु रहते थे, उनको पता था कि हर एक स्टूडेंट की स्ट्रेंथ्स और वीकनेस क्या है. So there is not a straightforward format for every one of them. The format will change for every student, depending on his strengths and weaknesses. Okay, and that can occur only if you are ready to go through that struggle as such. Okay. So, in a sense, when we talk about Mooladhara, usually we see symbolically it is represented as a snake with 3.5 coins, etc. And हमारी जो कुंडलिनी है, वो उसके अंदर सुप्त अवस्था में रहती है. और एक बार वो सर्पेंट जाग गया तो आपकी जो कुंडलिनी है वो जागृत हो जाएगी and will just rush up over here. And we are in a different state. Now, what we need to understand that kundalini जो है, it can be aroused from meditation also, but there is one thing that you need to understand. You will need to handle your emotions also properly. हर एक चक्र का जो emotion attached था, उसको handle करना तो उतना ही important रहता है. Which is why basically, in a sense, we find many people जो meditation करते हैं, उनका कुंडलिनी जागृत हो गया, all of a sudden, what is happening? This is Mooladhara was basically about our survival. Now that survival is actually grounding you. आपके हर एक जो नीड्स वगैरह वो सर्वाइवल में ग्राउंडेड है. थिंक अबाउट इट. ऑल ऑफ अ सडन आपकी जो पतंग उड़ रही है, आप नीचे से दो काट देते हैं, आपने ऊपर के इमोशंस को कुछ बैलेंस ही नहीं किया. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन टू यू? यू आर जस्ट फ्लोटिंग इन एयर, बट दैट इज नॉट अ कंफर्टेबल सेंसेशन. कहने के लिए आसान है. सो इन अ सेंस इट हैज टू बी प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग ऑल्सो. Kundalini, what it is, that's a different thing. It's a theoretical aspect also, the spiritual aspect. But along with that, it can be aroused through meditation also. But at the same time, if you have balance your emotions also, then it works in the same way. एक बार आपके emotions balanced हो गए, वो energy automatically आपकी focus हो जाएगी. It is as good as meditation. What do you mean by focus? Focus is a type of meditation. Focusing on one thing. It is same as meditation.
Can you explain how? What will happen if the emotions are not balanced?
Emotions are not balanced. So think about it. In a sense, suppose survival. Now, if you look at the initial stages, all our basic emotions are right now controlled by our survival emotion. Okay? For example, when we talked about Swadhisthana, the pleasure, why are we at a pleasure level? बिकॉज ऑफ सर्वाइवल, क्योंकि सर्वाइवल चाहिए इसलिए हम खाना खाते हैं, इसलिए हमें भूख लगती है. Why am I trying to control people? Because survival of fittest. Okay, so I need to survive. So I need to be in control of the situation. I need to be in power. There are different ways. Even crime